Alright, little update here in iLiquor Gecko and Exotics. It's one of the things we don't put up much is our snakes on videos. I'm getting better at that. But this guy's definitely not been on. This is our male Sumatran short-tail python. Typical Sumatran behavior. Just a gorgeous specimen here. Lighting's pretty terrible in here. But very light color, you know, just got him as an, they call it a black blood python, but as we know, it's a Sumatran short tail. I believe this one could be a, close to a chrome head. So you can see, I mean, as these guys get older, they're kind of like carpets. The first couple of years, they're going to look the best. After a few years, year or two, then they look their best. So, every shed he gets lighter and lighter. He's kind of going in the shed maybe now, but these guys are great little dudes. They get pretty decent size, but but they're a heavy-bodied snake. But you don't have to. You see a lot of obese ones online. We're keeping our guy thin. These guys have a slower metabolism than most pythons. And you see how you want to keep that triangular spine kind of look going to them. Like I said, slower metabolism on these guys, so they don't need to eat as much or as often. You want to keep them thin. You want to keep them, trim. And with the blood, Sumatran, Borneo, they're all the short tail pythons. And especially the bloods, there's all sorts of mutations and things, and more being found each day. I just like the Sumatrans. I like the contrast. I like the markings, and hopefully we'll find him a female in a year or so when he's big enough. Get us an adult female and produce some of these our own. They don't take much. They don't move much. They stay underground. They like to stay in leaf litter, stay on the ground, don't move much, comes out at night, soaks in his water bowl, and then goes back. These guys love fresh, clean water. This guy knows, if I put in fresh water, that night he'll come out and go in it. They just know. So they love water. We have him over here in this little exo for now. He will get upgraded when he gets bigger into a 4-foot enclosure. But fully bioactive, I know some people say the urates and stuff are so bad, but we are really good at bioactivity here. And this thing is full of isopods. I don't know, probably 1,000 or so. There's some poop in the back, needs to be spot cleaned. But these guys, again, defecate once every few months. They don't do a lot of waste, but they have a lot of urates, so you want to keep it clean. But these guys love it. I got flat bark in here with lots of leaf litter, and when you see these guys in here, their heads pretty much look like a leaf. So this is his favorite spot, this piece of bark here. He gets real tight into there. They like it well ventilated. Some people think these guys are like swampy mud snakes, which they do live in the tropical forests, but they're definitely prone to skin issues. Look at that, see? Typical short tail, always on the strike, always on the move. So we don't handle them too much, but see, these guys don't need the super wet, areas because they do develop RIs and things like that. So, you want to keep them on dirt. I keep mine on dirt. Keep them on paper towel. Give them fresh water, and don't keep them as hot. They like it, a hot spot in the mid-80s and down. But we got this guy, he gets the heat off of Merlet, the Nile monitor's cage. So, we've noticed that they do like it a little cooler. And great little snakes. Be big guys when they get older. And this is Shadow, our Sumatran short tail. Stay tuned for more updates.